I would like to start with the guys who are actually going to play the next 3 weeks, because with the people you have out injured, there's a lot of guys, getting, especially at corner, getting along. To whom are these next 3 weeks the most important? Give me 2 or 3 names.
I would say Andrew Booth, who's really been having a really good camp. Really before he had a little hiccup right there with had a lower leg injury. He came back from before he was there. He was having one of the better camps of all our guys. So he's doing really well. Troy Pride is really coming on strong, very, very strong as well. And Kyrie's probably had the best camp of everybody right now, Kyrie Elam. But he's another guy that just got to keep pushing and fighting fighting for those starting jobs and things as well.
The first 2 guys you mentioned, Booth, was here some last year, struggled a little in some places. What's he doing particularly well, and same thing with Pride?
Well, with Andrew, he's starting to really understand the concepts and the defensive scheme that we're running, but also his confidence is improving. So, with a corner, if your confidence is high, you'll be able to play a lot better, because you'll trust your techniques instead of, let's say, opening up too early or guessing on routes, because you just trust that it's there. And then Troy he's extremely intelligent, and he's just a guy that always does the right things. He's always in the right spot. He's exactly where you need him to be. And there's nothing that we can put in front of him that he won't be able to digest.
And what about Rochelle?
Oh, Scooter? No, Scooter's playing really good. yeah. That's a nickname. His name is Scooter. Rob Rochelle, he has size, physicality, and speed. And that's something you can't just find all the time. And he has been able to come in late. We got him right before we went on break, and he's able to come in late and really start pushing guys. And then he has tremendous value on special teams. But also what we've been able to see with his physicality out there covering guys, it really stands out. And I think that's another guy for these next finishing out throughout camp to see what he can do, how he can rise.
So in these preseason games, what do these guys who are trying to make the roster and maybe going to play a lot in the first month especially, what do they have to do?
Well, I want to see guys have some ball production. Make contact with the ball, get the balls out on receivers, don't let people catch the ball. And then the big thing for me is having a corner that's going to tackle, right? So I need them to come up and show some physicality and hit people as well.
You were fired up
on
the practice field yesterday. Did that carry over into the meeting room this morning?
Well, I don't like anybody catching the football. So if somebody catches the ball on us, it's going to bother me. So I tell the guys, don't let nobody catch that ball. And you heard me say that the other day. They had a few catches on us, and we can't finish guys through the ground right now. But don't give up a catch that you should be able to cover. If it's something dude beats on the route, we can coach some things up. Of course, we have some technique issues out there, and that's good to be able to go against other guys, especially a skilled route runner like Devontae Adams. He's one of the best to ever do it as far as running routes. So to get those kind of guys in front of Deron Bland, Kyer, Booth, it gives them a different skill set than what they've been seeing every day with GP and CD. So that was great for him. It was a great learning experience. So that actually showed up in the tape today. We were able to talk about some of those things he does,
You think they got, it's one thing to know about the standard and when they're going against each other, but then once they saw it against somebody else and they saw how you were responding to them, did they say, okay, our standards are being raised now?
Oh, they know it's no toleration. I don't like nobody catch that ball. I don't care. So, but that was the thing. For them to be able to go into that position and, you start to learn guys when you're playing against them every day, like with the guys we have. Getting a different changeup was really, really good for them because it also got a chance for them to look and say, oh, well, I got to tighten my technique up. I did get a little lazy right there. And that's most of the thing that's what happened. Our guys got lazy. Some guys got a little high in their pedal or they transitions, and the guys were able to get out the brakes.
Deron Bland has been typically a lead by example kind of guy. He's not as vocal, but with having so many guys out, what do you see from him having to take on that kind of new leadership role? Yeah,
he's definitely not vocal. I like to mess with him. I call him a mute all the time. What he does is, like today, he was a spokesperson for the DB group, talking about things that we can improve on. He actually spoke for everybody. So he's been stepping up in that aspect as well. And with him transitioning and being able to play outside and inside, it forces him to have to talk more. Because in the nickel position, he had to make a lot of checks, a lot of coverage adjustments. And that dude's a weapon. Like, he's a weapon for us. Because we can play him inside, he can lock somebody down. We can move him outside, he can lock somebody down. So he's going to be extremely valuable for us. And that transition, that leadership that he has, he's still a lead by example guy. He's going to do the right things all the time. He's going to be teach tape when we do drills. And the same thing in the walkthroughs.
How much has Trey Diggs been involved in just the day-to-day stuff?
Trey is just not out there at practice. You know what I mean? But as far as in the meetings, he probably asks the most high-level questions from anybody in the room There's a lot of depth to the question that he asks, and he not only does he ask questions about things we were looking at, he does about things he's seen in the past, something that be coming up in the future. Hey, how will we cover this concept versus that defense? Things like that as well. And then when we are able to do like things like let's say cone drills or something like that in the meeting rooms, he does that. But the cool thing he started to do, which is really good, is he's been teaching Savon Revel pass concepts on the sideline. So during practice, he'll say, hey, you see that? That's quick game. So you see where he lined up right here? So if he lined up right here, they probably gonna run these. And that's what Trey has been doing because he does have that next level of thinking. And he's been teaching that to Savon.
Jair's coming from a place where he had 3 different defensive coordinators. He didn't get a lot of opportunities. He talked about not performing how he wanted. He comes out here, it kind of looks like night and day. He's picking up getting takeaways. Where's that confidence coming from, and what are you seeing from him?
It's the other guys going around him, but also it's just letting him know that you have belief in him. And if he makes a mistake, you don't pile on him because he's going to beat himself up when he makes a mistake. So I know by the time he gets to me, he'd probably already tore himself all the way down. So now I just got to build it back up, you know what I'm saying? By the time he get back to the sideline, I mean, he'd probably called himself out his name or something, you know? But he has been doing a good job with the other guys in the room telling him how good he's playing as well. But then we also are really building on those things he's doing well. And when he does make a mistake, he can bounce back from a mistake so quickly because of his football IQ.
Street, obviously, preseason opener, we're going to have a lot of youth on the field and a lot of guys that are fighting for a roster spot. It's not going to be a perfect game.
Yeah.
But over the course of those 4 quarters, after it's all said and done, what's the biggest thing that you need to see to feel like, okay, we have progress to make, but we've already made so much progress?
Yeah, I want to see you guys running, hitting, playing with good pad level, and being having ball combat. That's being destructive with the football. That's what I want.
Where'd you go to high school?
I went to Samuel High School in Pleasant Grove.
Thank you.
All right, no problem. Appreciate it.